Thessalonians. I'm going to read 2 Thessalonians first. I'm going to add the 2 Thessalonians in this. All right. 2 Thessalonians. Praise y'all. Chapter 2. It says, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of Elohim Yeshua Messiah, and by our gathering together to him, that you be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled neither by the rock, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that the day of Mashiach is at hand. I want you to see that the day of the Mashiach is at hand. He's at hand right now. Let no man deceive you by any means. All right? For that day shall not come except there come falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of addiction. And that son of addiction, you about to find him, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called of Yah, of that is worship, so that he as Yah sitteth in the temple of Yah, shewing himself that he is Yah. And Achilles did the same thing. He did that in the temple. Daniel spoke on that. I'm trying to tell you, desolation back here in Jerusalem. It's going to happen again. It's happening in our churches now. Remember that you're not, that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now you know what withhold that he might be revealed in his time. He can be revealed in his time. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom Elohim shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. All right, we know that. Even him whose coming is after the works of Satan, with all power, signs, and lying wonders, and with all deceitfulness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause Yah shall send them strong delusion, that they shall believe a lie. That's what happened now. There's a strong delusion. They shall believe a lie, that they all might be damned, who believe not the truth and have pleasure, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. You have pleasure in unrighteousness, same-sex marriage, you know what I'm saying, abortion. That's pleasure in unrighteousness. But we are bound to give thanks always to Yah, to you, brother, because of the love of Elohim, because you have from the beginning chose you to salvation through sanctification of the spirit and belief of truth. Praise Yah. Praise Yah. Okay? Yahuwah gave me something. And I'm trying to share with you, man. Sanctification. But right here, verse 11, and it says, and for this cause Yah shall send them a strong delusion that should believe a lie. And that's what's going on today in this time. Since March, man, a lot of y'all is believing in lies. A lot of y'all are believing lies. And these are delusions, so Yahweh gonna let you go. If you're gonna believe that lie, he gonna give you a strong delusion, he gonna let you walk with it. It's time to wake up, church. Wake up in this time. It still ain't no game. Time to wake up. Let's go. A couple more scriptures we've done. You know, I was late anyway, but I'm thinking that Yahuwah gave me this so I can speak to you about. Romans chapter 1. All right, we're reading Romans 1. Like I said, I still write down my words, my scriptures. All right. All right. Verse 27, it says right here, and likewise also the men leaving the natural use of women burn in their lust of one toward another. Women and women burn in their lust. That's lust. Woman and woman and man, born into your own lust. I read you scriptures. I ain't talking bad. I'm coming from the word of Yah. When I speak, I bring to you the words. You can't say nothing to me. When I'm coming to talk to you, I'm talking to you from the Dabarim, the word of Yah. So if anybody offended, you better go get offended at Yah. Don't get offended at me. I'm just a messenger. I'm just speaking what Yah has said. Burn in their lust one towards another. Men with men work with is unseemly and receiving themselves that recompense their error which was met with me. And even as they did not like to retain in their knowledge, Yah gave them over to a reprobate mind. And that's what I'm saying. Yah gave them to strong delusion, reprobate mind, to do those things which are not convenient. It's not convenient for y'all to marry man and man, woman. You had made it a law. That's not convenient. You understand that? When you have to make it a law to marry man and man, that's not convenient. It's not, convenient. Okay? Praise Yah. It said, being filled with all unrighteous, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, malicious, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of Yah, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, that chip, inventors of evil things, vaccines, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, children today, without understanding, covenant breakers. There's a lot of covenant breakers. You know, house of Yah, there's a lot of covenant breakers. The Sabbath is a covenant breaker. If you're not keeping the Sabbath, that's a covenant breaker. Sabbath, our covenant. Yeshua, covenant breaker, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful, who knowing the judgment of Yah, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. Have pleasure in them that do them. It says, but have pleasure in them. Not just you. You have pleasure in them that do that. So you like somebody that does same-sex marriage, somebody that abortion and all that. You know what I'm saying? They have pleasure, you have pleasure with them. You know what I'm saying? But you're not doing that, you're guilty too. You're guilty. Not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. You know what I'm saying? You with them. That's what he shows it coming out and be separate, says Yah. Alright. My voice is about to leave me. Revelations. Alright, Revelations. Last verse. Okay? I appreciate everybody sticking with me today. But like I said, I want everybody to get the sound of my voice. Read Maccabees. Read Maccabees chapter 1. First Maccabees. And read the whole book. I'm in second Maccabees. And I'll probably have that almost read tonight and done. Because like I said, Yaakov put that in my spirit to read. I've been reading Maccabees again, and I have an understanding more of Maccabees this time. I had understanding last time, but if you look at it, the beginning of the sorrows was now. This is the beginning of sorrows. Yeshua said that in Matthew 24. This is the beginning of sorrows. That was the beginning of sorrows of Yisrael. They went through hell before Judah of Maccabees came through and started winning some battles. But before that, they went through hell, man. They was going through some stuff. We about to go through hell. All right? Revelation chapter 12. Praise God. Read chapter 13. We read 13, probably 14, and probably 15, okay? All right, 13. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads, 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his head the name of blasphemy. All right? And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard. All right? And his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and a great authority. Okay. And I saw one of his heads as it was wounded to death, and his deadly wounds were healed. And all the world wondered about the beast. They think that's the Catholic Church, all right? And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worshiped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? And that's what's going to happen. Y'all gonna be saying this. I'm talking about all y'all in the church. Y'all misreading people, all y'all Christians saying y'all are the Messiah. You gonna be doubting. And there was given to him a mouth speaking great things, and blasphemy and power was given unto him to continue 40 and 2 months. All right? This is one of the tribulation part, before the tribulation. During the tribulation. Okay? We gonna be before or during. I ain't gonna say anything. All I pray for me is to be out of here. And he opened his mouth and blasphemed against Yah, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven. All right, we already know that. And it was given to him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindred and tongues and nations, all power. That means there's oneness again. And I want you to relate that back to King Antiochus of the Greeks. Look at here in verse 7, Revelation chapter 13, verse 7. And it was given to him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose name are not written in the book. If your name ain't written in the book, book of the life of the Lamb slain for the foundation of the world. Name. Okay? If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that is killed with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience of the faith of the saints. Now I want you to see verse 10, and I relate this back to the women. The last part of Maccabees, chapter 1. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. All right? He that is killed with the sword must be killed with the sword. This is what's going to happen. Must be killed. And here is the patience and the faith of the saints. The patience and the faith of the saints is not going to give in into the world order. It's not going to get into the system here. It's not going to get into the laws of the lands right now. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Okay? And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wounds were healed. Okay? And he doeth great wonders, so that it makes fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of man. He got power to make fire come down. And verse 14, check this out. And deceive them that dwell on the earth. Deceive them, right? And I want to say, and deceive them that dwell on the earth. What about the strong delusion? I shared about that in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. What I said about Romans chapter 1. Reprobated mind y'all gave them. Y'all better look at some of this stuff going on in this hour, in this day. Delusion, reprobated mind. I pray that none of y'all have that. Sons and daughters of Yah. By this means of those miracles. I'm talking about miracles. There going to be some healing. People's eyes going to see. Deaf going to hear. There going to be some miraculous things. But it's not of Yah. And you're going to believe it. What you have power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them dwell on the earth, that they should make an image of the beast, which had the wounds by a sword, and did live. Okay? And he had the power to give life unto the image of the beast. And the image of the beast should be both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. All right, and there you go. If you don't worship that, you can be killed. Verse 16. And he called all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and then that no man might buy or sell, say he that had the mark or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is the wisdom, let him that have understanding. Count the number of the beast, of it is the number of the man, and this number is 600 scores of six and six. Okay? Chapter 14. And I looked, and lo, the Lamb stood of the Mount Zion, with him 144,000, having their Father's name written in their forehead. And I heard a voice from heaven, as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of great thunder. And I heard a voice of harping with their harps, and the songs as it were a new song before the throne, and before the four beasts, and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. Redeemed, praise God. These are they were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they which would follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being, praise God, being the first fruit unto Yah and to the Lamb. And in their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of Yah. And that's what we need to be at. I'm trying to say this is where your vessel need to start being. Read that part. The 144,000, you need to prepare your vessel like that. If you're not the 144,000, at least you got a format to work with. At least you got a mold to try to be like. I'm trying to tell you. You talking about works. It's time for some works to be working. It's trying to get your house in order. Faith without works is dead. Now, I speak that. Talking about no works. We got to work. Y'all messed up now. In this hour, talking about just grace to be saving you. The grace is Yeshua HaMashiach that saves you. You better have some works with you. If not, you're going to die. And I saw the angel fly in the midst of heaven, having an everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on the earth, and every nation, kindred, and tongue, and people, saying with a loud voice, Fear Yah, and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come. Worship him that made heaven and earth. Worship him that made the heavens and the earth. Worship him. I said that this morning. And the seas and the fountains of water. I spoke that this morning. Look at my tape this morning. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen. Is fallen, a great city, because she made all nations drink of her wine of wrath, of her fornication. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark on his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yah, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And him shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torments ascended up forever and ever. And they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receive the mark of his name. Receive the mark of his name. Whew. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of Yah and the faith of Yeshua. I want you to see verse 12. Don't tell them like you ain't keeping no commandments. You better keep the commandments. Here is the patience of the saints. Here and they that keeps the commandments of Yah. That's first. And the faith of Yeshua, just like here in the Apocrypha. They kept the laws and the Torahs of Yah. You know what I'm saying? In that day. We're talking about this day now. In this hour. You better keep some commandments of Yah. And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Right, blessed are the dead which die in Elohim from henceforth, yes, says the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them. And their works do follow them. Your works of righteousness follow you. Oh man, verse 13 is powerful. I read verse 13 again. And I heard a voice from heaven saying to me, "Right, blessed are the dead